Shrijan bhang bechta hai, is
Yep.
how he likes to put it. So now I'll tell you what he actually does. So he has this startup called It's Hemp, which has which has products which are made out of hemp. So hemp is a fiber which is extracted from wheat, and through that he claims that anything could be made. You can So he sells off soaps, shampoos, then CBD oil. You have edibles made out of that particular thing, and there's a bunch of product which you can make out of it. So like you can also make something like a bag and or a t-shirt from hemp. So when I went to his website, I was pretty shocked because I searched for weed enthusiasts in India and I came across It's Hemp. I was very fascinated because no one is doing such a thing. Like I've never seen someone do that. So that's how I got on a call with him, and we like had the call day before yesterday, and now we are recording a podcast together. तो भाई
Yeah.
आप start off करो as in just introduce yourself, and you can also go on with your startup. You can give a brief intro about it.
ठीक है. So I think I like to start off where I like rather pick up from where you said कि मतलब the kind of products that we can make from hemp. Just to clarify, hemp and weed are two separate things.
Hmm.
So on a grander scale of things, look at it like this: that cannabis is a plant species which has different kind of strains or different kinds of genetics around in it.
Hmm.
So one of those categories is a plant called hemp, which is low in THC. THC is the compound that is responsible for getting you high. And then there
Hmm.
are other strains and species which have high THC, and those are the strains that are popularly termed as marijuana or weed, the one that you smoke up or like eat as edibles or used to get high essentially.
Yeah.
So what we deal with, even in extracts and everything, like through and through, we deal with the species that do not have high THC in them. So
Hmm.
any products that you find on its hemp will not have THC in them. They are healthy, sustainable, organic products. So our essential aim is that like I strongly believe this one line that hemp is essentially a centerpiece in creating an entirely new range of sustainable consumer products with the kind of versatility and the variety that it offers, apart from being a healthy alternative and a superfood in itself. So like we've been just scratching the surface of cannabis as a you know as a species right now. So there's a lot more that we can do with that one plant, and I think that is what drives everyone here at SEM.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, so I wanted to ask this before. So can you describe it thoda more clearly for me and the listeners, as in what hemp is and how is it produced? Like, can you explain the process if you, let's say, are growing hemp in your farm? Can you explain
Okay.
it from that angle?
So see, look, see, I'll put it like this: like hemp is a type of genetics difference in a cannabis species where
Hmm.
the plant does not produce THC. So
Hmm.
farming for hemp is very simple. You buy seeds which are low in THC, you plant
Hmm.
them, and then in 4 months it'll grow up to 10 feet, 15 feet tall. You harvest that for seeds, you harvest that for plant extraction, you harvest that for fiber.
Hmm.
So depending on what your prime motive is, you'll find different kinds of strains and different kinds of seeds that you can plant. So there are
Hmm.
plants which can yield high fiber as
Hmm.
compared to other cannabis plants. So if you're looking for a fiber based production, then you go for those. There are other plants which yield high amount of plant extracts. So if
Hmm.
you're looking for something like a therapeutic or wellness purposes,
Hmm.
then you go for those kind of plants. If you're looking for something to make as superfoods,
Hmm.
then you go for some plants which yield high amount of seeds. So
Hmm.
three different categories. It's like growing any other crop in your farm for that matter. The only difference is that it's a regulated crop right now. So you
Yeah.
have to get a bunch of additional permissions from your local authorities and your state governments in
Hmm.
India to grow hemp at this moment.
Hmm.
Hopefully, in the near future, those guidelines relax and it can be grown normally. But yeah,
Hmm.
those guidelines are put in place just to ensure that people do not misuse the availability of having an option of growing hemp for industrial use.
Got it. Got it. So the thing is that you can produce hemp, and so what happens if I smoke up hemp?
Right.
Not
You
weed, but let's say I
when you
smoke up
smoke
hemp.
up hemp, you'll just get a headache. You'll not feel anything else. It's not THC.
Got it. Got it. So basically, you mean to say that the more THC this thing the element has,
Yes.
basically the more high you get.
Right. So the more THC. So see, on a normal scale, normally,
Hmm.
before we started experimenting with plant genetics for cannabis, and
Hmm.
before the entire world kind of got a whiff of marijuana, so to say,
Hmm.
uh, on an average, are like so basically the weed that our grandparents or great grandparents probably smoked was very different to the weed that you get now. That time it was a lot of natural weed
Hmm.
that grew and matlab, it had like about 5, 10, 15% THC in it. So very, very
Yeah.
low amount of THC. But
Hmm.
through excessive interbreeding and capitalist ideologies, people have grown strains which have at like up to 40%, 45% THC content in them. So
Hmm.
very different kind of world that we live in, where hemp is essentially being forced to grow in a certain way, which yields more THC so that people can get higher.
Hmm. Hmm. So how much percentage of THC does a plant have to be on a moderation level? Like hemp has, I guess, like lower than 20%, because you mentioned that 45% is what comes in moderation.
Nahin. So hemp essentially, when you talk about industrial hemp,
Hmm.
on a
Hmm.
legal basis, around the world, a general convention, say
Hmm.
primarily US states that it's less than 0.3%. If it has less than 0.3% THC, it
Hmm.
qualifies as industrial hemp. Europe
Oh,
says that if it
less
has
than
less than
0.3.
0.2% THC,
Huh?
then it qualifies as industrial hemp in Europe. India, there is only guidelines in UP and Uttarakhand, and they have picked up the less than 0.3% THC levels for
Hmm.
hemp.
Got it. Got it. And what's the difference? So let's say a hemp which has less THC, like does it affect the quality of the products which are built out of it?
Not really. I mean, as I said, see, when you're getting the right kind of seeds, as long
Hmm.
as it's a non-GMO seed, it's not essentially genetically modified. It's
Hmm.
been interbred to essentially produce a certain type of result. So
Hmm.
that's not GMO seeds. Interbreeding is a different thing, and GMO is a very different thing. Okay. So as long as
Hmm.
it is not a non-GMO product, the product quality is going to be good.
Got it.
So
Got it.
irrespective of THC, THC is not the measure of how good or bad the product is. THC
Hmm.
is just a compound that is occurring in cannabis. Like
Hmm.
so, there are all of these compounds, THC, CBD, all of these are called cannabinoids. So there are about
Cannabinoids.
100. Yes, there are about
Okay.
113 known cannabinoids that occur naturally in the plant. Out of
Okay.
those, only two are very, very popular. So mostly people talk about just these two. But there are
Which is
about
weed and
113 that we have discovered, and there are still more in the plant which we are yet to discover.
I didn't get the entire structure of where does cannabinoids, hemp, weed, etc. lie.
So let's start here. Cannabis
Hmm.
is essentially a plant, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
It has different species,
Okay.
plants,
Okay.
different kind of plant species. Some have
Hmm.
high THC, some have low THC. Some are called hemp, some are called marijuana, some are called weed, some are called
Okay.
anything that you crack or like
Hmm.
like when you talk about strains, then there is this green crack, Jack Herrer. You talk about all
Hmm.
of those strains, right? Or
Hmm.
in
Hmm.
India, you talk about Mysore mango, Iduki Gold,
Hmm.
Milana
Hmm.
cream, and all of those, right?
Okay. Okay.
So like that, when a species of cannabis has
Hmm.
very low THC, like less than 0.2% of biomass or less than 0.3% of the entire biomass
Hmm.
is contains THC, then it is
Hmm.
called as industrial hemp in most of the world. Okay,
Hmm.
and plants which are essentially grown in such a fashion that they yield high giving substance, that is like they have a higher content of THC.
Hmm.
Those are the ones that you smoke up and are called as weed or marijuana or whatever you're smoking and whatever you want to call that, right?
Got it. Hmm.
Now, all cannabis plants, irrespective of what they're, what they're producing in higher quantities and what they're producing in lower quantities,
Hmm.
have compounds in them called cannabinoids.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay,
Got it.
those compounds are the ones that are responsible for getting you high.
THC and cannabinoids are two different things.
THC is a cannabinoid.
Oh, got it. Got it. ठीक है.
Yeah, so those cannabinoids that are naturally occurring in all of these plants, there are some
Huh?
plants which have higher concentration of a particular cannabinoid, and there are some plants which do not have a higher concentration of that particular cannabinoid. That
Got it.
particular cannabinoid being THC. That is the basic classification.
Got it.
Yeah. So
समझ गया.
in a layman's terms, hemp does not have THC,
Hmm.
and marijuana or weed or anything that you use to get high has THC in it.
Okay. So the stuff on which most of the SRMites, like we both are from the same college. For
Right.
यार एक बात बताओ, the weed which SRMites smoke up or any college student smokes up, is
Right.
that harmful? So I know the smoke element of that is harmful, but let's say if that is consumed in some other form, is that harmful? Like if it's eaten or if if it's consumed in a very different form, is it still
So see,
harmful?
it largely depends on what kind of products that you're getting. Like
Hmm.
say in general, college students kind of want to get something at a cheaper price, right? So
Hmm.
depending on who your suppliers are, or for that matter, anyone that you're buying stuff from, you need to be sure that you're buying the right kind of stuff. Again, but I do not have any experience in that kind of dealing because again, I've never smoked till date.
Yeah.
ठीक है. So
Yeah.
I do not know what kind of weed you guys smoke, but if in general, if it is
I
not
don't.
green,
Hmm.
if you feel that it is spiked with other
Hmm.
substances, then probably a good idea to stay away from it, irrespective of how you're consuming it. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're smoking it up, then there are carcinogens, irrespective of whatever you're smoking,
Hmm.
because that will
Correct.
cause harm to you.
Correct. Correct. And people. So I have seen a lot of friends of mine and a lot of other people who smoke up, and they're very. So they are weed enthusiasts per se. So basically, what they do is they like eradicate all the harmful effects and they just focus on the very good parts of it. I know it has medicinal properties and it relaxes your nerves, calms you down, etc. But then people just look at that part. So like we used to live in that same Estancia building, so there was a peddler there who used to supply weed. Now the thing is
No
that
idea
guy,
about that.
huh?
I have no idea about that.
Dude, like you have seen it.
No,
Modest
I
nahi banna
have
hai.
not. Honestly, I have not.
Like you've never seen it in SRM.
I have never seen people dealing in cannabis anywhere.
Got it. Okay, so I'll tell you the story. Okay, so the
Huh.
thing is that these guys mix rat poison in the stuff they sell. Okay.
This I know. This I know that
Yeah.
they used to mix things, or for that
Hmm.
matter, anywhere, man. Like that is a fairly common practice almost everywhere in the country.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, got
That is
it.
why I
Got it. So
told you
they.
if your weed looks black instead of green, then it's probably not a good thing to consume it.
Yeah. 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 So basically, that's why the Iriki Gold stands out for a particular reason. Why is weed? So why is Iriki Gold expensive or why is Malana expensive? Then
So see,
the
those
Camel.
are naturally occurring strains, and for the most bit, Malana got popular because of a lot of Israeli influence in that space. So the popularity of Malana shot up, especially because of Bob Marley.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
For Iduki Gold, the thing is that a lot of people say that that strain is practically extinct, and the
Hmm.
natural original Iduki Gold is no longer available in India because people have been interbreeding it and trying to build something that can get you high. But
Okay.
as a thumb rule, cannabis grows about in 60% of Indian arable land. It can grow practically anywhere, right?
Hmm.
So every area has their own different strains that grow well in that area, and people have been using those. So it's not just Idukki Gold. So see, the Idukki Gold is popular for Kerala. Mysore Mango is popular for Karnataka. Aruku Gold is popular for, if I'm not wrong, Telangana now.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, Malana is popular for Himachal Pradesh. So there are different strains that are popular in different regions. Some strains have a better, how do I put it, have a better PR value than other strains. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so again, most of what I deal with is not all of these strains, right? So
I know, I know,
my
I know.
dealing with hemp is fairly actually at the other end of the entire spectrum. So this
Correct,
is this
correct.
is more of information that I picked up from all my friends at SRM on how
Mm-hmm.
things are, and then a lot of research went into it before starting its hemp as well, just to get a
Yeah,
clear idea of how things are and what happens.
yeah,
But there are
yeah.
there are honestly there are people who have been collecting these strains from all over the country for about 10-15 years that I've known them. So they have seeds for almost all of those mysterious strains that you keep talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But
Got it.
those are primarily people who are looking at it for a research purpose and not to grow it and get high.
Mm-hmm. Correct. So, is it very easy to grow hemp when you remove the regulatory part of it? Like, is it easy to grow? Can anyone, let's say, grow in in-house?
No, not really. That is a federal offense even in India. You need a
Okay.
proper license to cultivate hemp anywhere. Even though
Okay. So
even the
let's
laws
say,
are very relaxed in India in terms of essentially
uh,
marijuana consumption is not considered a big deal in
uh,
most places, and there are PR scandals like the one that is going on these days about Riya
correct,
Chakravarti. But
correct,
yeah,
correct.
more often than not, it is not advisable to grow cannabis or hemp or anything
Mm.
that looks like that in your own house. Might
Yeah.
get you into trouble. Without
Got
proper licensing, without proper guidelines, you should not go ahead and do that.
Got it. Got it. So, a big part of it is also when it comes to like when you started it's hemp, right? I'm sure that there is a lot of legal aspects to this entire startup because like this is not regulated per se. Weed is considered to be a bad product in India, and it has been considered to be a very bad product in like people don't have the entire spectrum of knowledge across this topic. So what are the challenges which you faced when it came to the legal aspect of it? Because dude, like you had to start something which you would invest your 2 to 3 years in, right? So how did you figure out ki, this is the stuff which I need to do? And what are those pain points which you had to go through? What does the government require?
So, so interestingly, the part that I am dealing in with hemp has always been legal in India.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
so when we started working, so most likely the sad part is that people in India are not very experimental. They do not
Hmm.
want to step out of their comfort zone, take a little bit of have a little bit of faith in themselves and then push things through.
Hmm.
Right. So
Correct.
in 1985, when we were forced, we I mean, as a country, India was forced to ban cannabis and declare it as a Schedule One drug, linked with cocaine and heroin and all of those products. So that was primarily a US driven agenda to drive out cannabis.
Hmm.
So we will delve into that story sometime else because it's a really, really long story. But
Got
uh, but because of the international convention and international sanctions, India was kind of forced to part its ways with cannabis.
Hmm.
Otherwise, Indian government in 1985 was very, very, very pro cannabis.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
because of the international guidelines, they what they did was they defined cannabis into two parts.
Hmm.
One they named as ganja, which was the flowering top of the plant. They
Hmm.
said that majority of cannabinoid content is in the bud of the plant or the flower of the plant, and the rest
Hmm.
of the plant is relatively harmless. So it has only leaves and it has the what do you
Hmm.
say, the stem of
I,
the plant, right? So the
hmm.
the rest of the part was called bhang.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Now India had a lot. India from I think about like from since forever has a
Hmm.
very religious outlook towards cannabis, and it's been a part of our culture. It was
Yeah.
slowly eradicated, and like, the Britishers looked down upon it. But
Hmm.
cannabis has been a very important part of the entire Indian history, which is kind of
Mhm.
sad that we do not know about now
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that depth, right? But
correct.
so because of that, because of all that religious value, the government had to take the step. So what they did
Mm,
was they said that we will have a controlled use of the plant,
mm,
because the leaves are used to make drinks and all of that for a religious
mm.
purpose. We will not ban that. We will just
Yeah,
ban the part which is the bud of the plant, which can get you high, right?
correct.
So
Mm.
that being said, in 1985, this was passed, and in 1986, there were official bhang licenses given out to people to
Oh wow.
grow cannabis legally,
Huh?
and it was declared that any state in India can essentially formulate their own laws on how they would want to use this plant for growing and for industrial purposes. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
there are states like Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, UP,
Mm-hmm.
which have bhang licenses. You can essentially go to a government authorized theka, and you can buy bhang golas from there.
Mm-hmm.
So those are made from leaves of the cannabis plant. Similarly,
Correct.
there are states like Punjab which allow the cultivation of cannabis but do not allow the consumption of cannabis. So
Got it.
you have a legal license to grow cannabis in Punjab, but these are the old bhang licenses. These are not the hemp licenses. So there are people
Mm.
who have the bhang licenses to grow that in Punjab, but they cannot consume it. And then there are states like Rajasthan which do not have the licenses to grow, but they sell
Mm-hmm.
cannabis freely there. And
Right.
I mean, when I say freely, I mean like with on under a regulated shop from the government. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
there are
Got it.
fixed rates for all of this, and the government has allowed. The Indian government has allowed it, right?
Mm, got it. Mm.
Now, since 1985, 1986, uh, I think the last bhang license was given out in 1989. Uske baad se no one really, took a new cannabis license, new bhang license in the country.
But why?
And then absolutely no reason. I think people were just afraid that they'll get caught and they'll be like, "ये भांग नहीं है, ये गांजा है."
But they're going for a license, right? Like there has to be
Yeah, but
something very solid behind not taking a license.
people are afraid, man. That's as simple as that,
Mm-hmm.
right? People don't want to get into trouble. That is why I said no. Like India, so India had very progressive laws about cannabis since 1985. If you look at it like that,
Mm.
because they were really smart in figuring out that there's only one part of the plant that we have banned and everything else is available. It's just that the state governments were to create their own guidelines to do that, but none of the state governments did after these 4 5 states,
Correct.
right? So that is something that lagged on the state government's part. Okay, then
Mm-hmm.
in 2013, 2016, I think Uttarakhand was one of the first states in the country to legalize cultivation of hemp. Now, when
Mm.
they said hemp, they meant the industrial hemp, which is less than 0.3% THC, and not the same as the bhang licenses that were given out earlier,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Got it.
So, so now that is when the Indian hemp scene started gaining popularity again. Then
Mm-hmm.
Uttarakhand followed UP followed Uttarakhand short after, and even
Mm.
MP introduced a new license to grow hemp. Well, I mean, they were still in talks. They have not formulated a policy around it, but they have given out a public statement stating that they will look into it. And so has Himachal Pradesh. But again, there has not been a policy formulation in either of the states right now.
Got it. Got it. And it's still like popular. Like we know for a fact that it sells off in Holi, but why do people do it so sneakily?
In Holi, so see, if you're selling anything for religious purposes in India around cannabis,
Mm.
it is written in the NDPS Act of India that you can do that. It has to be a religious purpose. So you
Got
don't
it.
have to
Got
be sneaky about it. Just because people look at it as something that is illegal, that is why they feel like they're buying something illegal. But it's not illegal. I mean,
यार
there are
अपने कॉलेज में
companies that
बहुत
are
sneakily
making
करते
angolas properly.
हैं.
See,
Yeah.
if you're buying the bud of the plant, then that is illegal. But if you're
Hmm.
buying bhangolas and all of these things, then those are pretty much legal to sell. Depending on what
Yep.
state you're in, you can buy that freely.
Hmm. Got it.
Again, it's a state controlled affair. The center already has a really good policy around it. The only
Hmm.
issue is that the states need to formulate their own policies on कैसे बेचना है, कैसे उगाना है, करना है नहीं करना है, कहीं से इंपोर्ट करके लाके बेचना है कि बेचना ही नहीं है. That depends
Correct.
on the state, not on the government.
Yeah, 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 correct. So, यार एक चीज बताओ, like there, so we have, like I have seen this in Joe Rogan's podcast, and people who support the consumption of different form of cannabis, they always talk about this, that there has been a huge, मतलब capitalization की वजह से, the weed has been pushed out of our culture, and it needs to come back, like not weed, but then cannabis products such as hemp, because
Yes.
I'm sure that I went through your website and I read couple of blogs where you have also mentioned that this particular thing has a lot of values attached to it when it comes to medicinal properties and also in terms of healing properties.
Right.
So, can you also take us through what are the medicinal and healing properties which a lot of us are missing out on by by like looking at this product completely differently?
Right. So see, as you mentioned earlier, right, that you have a bunch of people in your network who are looking for, who use cannabis to essentially relieve themselves of stress or anxiety or whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So those people and people who are not looking to get high,
Hmm.
there. So with the advent of technology, people have understood on how we can essentially, segregate parts of cannabis plant extracts to remove the high giving compounds from it, and the rest of the useful plant extract is used as a medicine for various ailments. I mean, the list is really really huge. Just on the top of my head, it helps in treating stress and anxiety on a daily basis. A lot of people use it to help with their depression. Uh,
Hmm.
it is really so hemp so cannabis leaves are a really good source for treating indigestion and stomach disorders. It helps in
Okay.
lowering your blood pressures. It helps you
Hmm.
relax way better than anything else.
Hmm.
Additionally, it also helps in treating very very scary diseases like epilepsy, uh,
Oh,
neuro diseases like neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and
hmm.
seizures and all of these. So,
Okay.
and additionally, there has been a lot of research where people claim that full spectrum CBD products, that is the plant extract with high CBD content and some THC
Hmm.
content,
Hmm.
can also be microdosed into helping people with cancer treatments.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, cannabis actually has a potential to come out as a cure for cancer right now. It's a under research right now, but yeah, how do we go about it? Because the cannabis has so many strains and every strain acts differently. So to figure
Hmm.
out the right formulation will take time, but it is a possibility that it can help cure cancer eventually.
Hmm.
Additionally, it is also a really, really good source of pain relief. It works very differently on the body as compared to morphine or any other pain relief or painkillers that you use. So it's a really
Hmm.
effective painkiller as well.
Got it. Got it. And it has no side effects, right?
It has very, very, very few side effects. I mean, an allergy to cannabis is a possibility, but that is
Hmm.
probably the only side effect that it has. That if you are by chance allergic to cannabis, then you should probably not use it because it will kind of um, cause your
Hmm.
stomach to be in a little unrest. That is pretty
Got
much it.
it. That's it. Like that's the only bad effect of cannabis.
Yes, apart from getting high, if you look at it as a bad thing, yes.
Okay. So the thing is, यार एक बात बताओ, a lot of, like, do you think that it's taking a lot of time to research this only for the reason that it has been looked at in a very different way? Like, do you think this would have
Uh,
out many years back if this, like, if people would not have looked at hemp in a way it should be looked at?
that's true. That's true. So see,
मतलब,
a
yeah.
prime reason for why a lot of research is not going on around cannabis is because it's a Schedule 1 drug. So for a
Hmm.
Schedule 1 drug, you need a lot of permissions to even research upon it. Just
Yeah.
get quantities worth researching is also a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
that's around the world, right? Even though like right now there are a lot of states in US which have legalized the use of cannabis, but on a federal level it is still a drug. So federally
Correct.
it is still illegal in USA. So
Yeah, and
similarly
every
in
drug
India
needs to be
also,
regularized.
yes. So if you
Hmm.
have to use it as a medicine, so see,
Hmm.
you can use it as an Ayurvedic medicine in India. Ayurveda and cannabis go hand in hand. There are thousands of formulations of Ayurvedic products that are made from cannabis. They call it Vijay extract, and they've been using it ever since 1986. I mean, we have brands listed with us which have been
Hmm.
making products from 1986. Like the first license to be ever given out for a cannabis company is one of our sellers right now on its hemp.
Hmm. Got it.
So there are people who've been working around it. They've been calling it with different names. It is called Vijaya in India most likely. So that's a very
Okay.
popular name for cannabis in India,
Hmm.
especially in the Ayurveda circle. So it is being used to treat a bunch of ailments. It's just that it's not very prevalent as allopathic medicines, and
Hmm.
hopefully we'll see a shift coming around soon. So there is even an allopathic medicine called Epidiolex that has been created in the US. That's one of the
Hmm.
only FDA approved drugs with high CBD content in it. It's a CBD
Hmm.
based drug to treat epilepsy seizures.
Hmm.
And yeah, so whew,
Got it.
a lot of things
Got it.
are happening around it.
Yeah, like let's say if someone, I'm sure cancer के ऊपर तो there is a lot more research which goes to like which has to happen. Now
Right.
let's say you mentioned that it cures epilepsy, right? Which is a central nervous system disease.
Does not
So
cure epilepsy, it helps with epilepsy. It stops
yeah,
your seizures. People who are consuming cannabis do not have a lot of seizures.
got it. Like it reduces it, and you get more relaxed with
Yes.
epilepsy, right? So
Yes.
now the thing is that like when like what happens after this particular hemp kicks in into the body, like what's the process which happens afterwards when hemp kicks in? How does it
So,
cure epilepsy? Because it has to certainly connect to the nervous system, and to do that I
right.
think it has to get dissolved in the blood and change something in the blood is what I think of.
So there is this. So when we studied biology as kids, we kind of missed out on a very important system that is in our body, which we don't really talk about a lot either. It's called the
Hmm.
endocannabinoid system. This is a fairly recent discovery.
Hmm.
So as it turns out, as I told you earlier, remember that the cannabis plant has a lot of you know molecules or substances called cannabinoids in it. Similarly, our
Correct.
body has its own cannabinoid system, which helps regulate
Hmm.
a lot of functions around the body. So
Basically
those,
hormones.
no, not hormones. There are different kind of enzymes altogether.
Okay.
They are
Okay.
called cannabinoids for a reason because they are not like hormones or anything else. So just
Hmm.
imagine that your body already has some amount of THC in it. Just this is a
Okay.
very vague example. This is not backed by science at all. But just for
Hmm.
the sake of example, suppose there is X amount of some cannabinoid in your body that is
Hmm.
already prevalent in your body, and your body naturally makes it.
Hmm.
Okay, that so when you have different transmissions from between nerve cells, right? So there is one transmission that goes from point A to point B. So
Hmm.
there is a space between nerve cells called synapse, right? There are
Okay.
different kinds of receptors on the ends of those nerve cells, which transmit
Huh?
signals between those empty spaces using different kind of enzymes altogether.
Got it.
So
Got
and the endocannabinoid system also works within that empty space. So that is how it kind of links with the nervous system. There is no direct correlation between the endocannabinoid system and the nervous
it.
system, just acting in the same space. So that is
Got it.
why it is able to effectively reduce pain and anxiety and all of these things, and even cure neural diseases because it works in the same space, has a very different effect. And kind of see, if you have an endocannabinoid balance in your body, a lot of your immunity is already regained, and a lot of your issues already get reduced by itself.
Wow.
So it's a
Wow.
natural cure to that. So like even though it's really difficult to explain in a allopathic form where there's one cure for a particular disease and the medicine has 10 side effects. So
Hmm.
cannabis is potentially a cure for a lot of things put together in one go. So as humans, as a species, we have grown along with this plant. It's been a part
Hmm.
of what we are from a long time, and it's
Correct.
just a 40-year ban that we are looking at. I mean, if you look at the history, the first paper in the world was made from cannabis. The first cloth in the world was made from cannabis. The word canvas comes from cannabis.
Word? Which word?
Canvas.
Oh, okay. Basically,
Canvas is the word used for cloth.
got it. Yeah. यार तो मतलब you basically told me that the receptors of the nerves have space between them and that's where this kicks in, right? And
Yes,
then it has some relation to this, right?
right.
Now, what's the so let's say I want to experiment with this and I want to buy something which helps me in this, which basically helps me calm down and helps me in let's say it helps me reduce stress and overall with the nervous system, right? So
Right.
what's the form I should consume hemp? What's the form of it? Like it's a
So see,
powder or it's
the best
yeah.
way the best way to go about it is to consume CBD. So that has 0% THC. It will not get you high. It'll just give you the relaxing and the sleep inducing effects that cannabis gives without
Hmm.
giving you the euphoric feeling around it. So that's the
Yeah.
best kind of relaxation that you can get.
Okay. And
Right.
how does one have that? Like, does it mix in? Like, how
You
do
can
you
take it
consume?
sublingually, you can take it orally, you can take it any way that you feel like. It has to go in through your mouth. As soon as it
Mhm.
gets dissolved and it gets dissolved into the bloodstream and starts acting. It depends on how you take it. The effect will take a while to kick in or can immediately kick in.
Got it. And like, what's the size of the dose which someone has to take, or what's
That
the
varies
frequency
from
of the
person
dose?
to person. That varies from person to person.
Hmm?
So as a thumb rule, see, every person is a different person, right? So the amount
Hmm.
of cannabinoids that are in your body depends on your entire life cycle, on how your sleep
Right.
patterns are, on how your exercise is, and how you're
Hmm.
working out or not working out, how well or fit you are. So
Hmm.
there are sometimes instances when you take a certain level. This is from a personal example. So there were days when I'm very stressed. So I take
Hmm.
a few drops of CBD and I immediately feel relaxed. But then there are days when I'm feeling pretty normal and I take CBD and it does not do anything to my body. I mean, I don't even
Got
feel sleepy. That is because my
it.
body already has the right amount of cannabinoid content in that stage.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Can this
uh,
be consumed on a daily basis?
yes. Can be consumed. People consume it on a daily basis. That's the best way to go about it. Since CBD is something that will not get you high, and it's
Hmm.
perfectly legal to get CBD in India, so you can go ahead and get it, and you can use
Yeah.
it on a daily basis.
I feel like buying it already, dude. Like, so a lot of, so in this day and age, when everyone is sort of getting mucked up with a lot of tasks and the entire coronavirus situation is happening, I
Mhm.
feel that people should open up about new things, and this is one of those things. Like, people should open up to CBD oil
That's
because
true, man. That's true.
yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, why do people have so much constraint? So let's say you go out and market its hemp also, right? You market the product well, you do
Right,
everything around it. There is still some part of people which will say कि यार थोड़ा check कर लेते हैं. So I'll tell you what happened when I told you already. Like I told you on the call we had. So when I
right,
landed on the website, right, I went to the most bottom section of the website, and I thought कि यार ये legal है भी कि नहीं है. Then I saw that it's M 2020 Pebblejard Labs Private Limited, and I also saw
right.
Startup India. Then I was like, dude, this is legit. So how do you go about telling people that this is what you should include in your lifestyle? Because I have seen it across your website that you basically say that it has to be a part of your lifestyle.
Right.
How do you
So
go
see,
about?
when we look at hemp, we look at it in a very different light as compared to most people do right now, right? So we
Correct,
look at
correct.
it as a solution to a lot of problems. It's a
Hmm.
solution to your health. It's a solution to your well-being. It's a solution to a lot of products that you're using right now, which are unsustainable. Like, for example, it's a solution to plastic. It's even potentially a solution to fuel.
Hmm.
It's a solution to deforestation. It's a solution to anything that you can just, global warming for that matter. So it can
And
save you and your
how,
planet in one same swift blow.
why do you say that? Can you tell me like how this happens? Like these
So
steps of it?
let me start at the U wala part first, right? So a better health. So hemp seeds are one of the richest sources of protein and uh, essential fatty acids in the world. So they have 9 out of the 12 amino acids that are required, and they have omega 3 and omega 6 in the exact ratio that is needed in our body. So
Okay.
and they're officially classified as superfoods, right? You can make a bunch of products with them. Then when you come to plant extracts,
Hmm.
and even oils from the hemp seeds,
Hmm.
all of these have natural inflammatory, pain relief, anxiety relief properties in them. They can help you with insomnia, they can help you with digestive disorders, they can help you in general well-being. So
Yeah.
uh, see, using a small amount of CBD is very similar to having a run. So when
Having
you
a
have a good run and you feel all of that euphoria, right, which we used to call endorphins, that is
correct.
actually cannabinoids, the ECS system in your body acting up. That is not that is not endorphins or any other hormones. That is your endocannabinoid system in action there.
But I've heard this, so I can be very wrong. Let's say if you consume something. So I've heard this probably in an interview. I've heard this for whey protein. I don't know
Right,
why I'm connecting the dots here, but I'll tell you what I know of. So
right,
see, the thing is that once you start being dependent on a product, let's say you start getting dependent on whey protein,
right,
your body will always need a dose of whey protein to sustain your muscles. Like your body will be too adaptable, it will digest the protein, like it is already adapted to digest the protein very fast, right? Like it'll
right,
adapt, basically digest the whey protein very fast. Now it won't be able to digest proteins which you get from let's say milk or the other forms of protein. The creatine, it won't be able to digest so easily. Does that similar, is it similar in the case of hemp?
So see, hemp also is used to make protein. So we'll just use that as an example. So hemp is a
Okay.
source of all natural plant protein. Does not
Hmm.
use any kind of animal fat in it, and
Hmm.
does not use anything that is not natural either.
Okay.
Right. So, and what you're talking about is how essentially human bodies function. So
Hmm.
it's not a new thing that, like if you're getting X amount of something on a regular basis, then your body will adapt to it faster. Like it's as simple as that. If you go for a run for a kilometer for like 5 days and you
Hmm.
start feeling good about it, but if you keep
Correct.
running for the next 6, 7, 8, 9 days, your body won't feel anything
Correct.
unless until
Correct.
you put it and go a step ahead.
Correct.
That
Yeah.
is how
Yeah.
the human body works in general for everything. But it's not
Hmm.
dependency per se. Like for CBD products that I've used personally, a lot of people ask me this question, that will I be dependent on it if I'm helping it with my if it's helping me with stress and anxiety, will I be dependent on it like I'm dependent on other drugs? But
Hmm.
let's be honest, I mean, I have to put an alarm on my phone to use CBD on a daily basis. I used it for a week on a daily
Hmm.
basis, and I legit forgot that I was supposed to take it. And then the next day, I was like, okay, if I keep forgetting it, then there's no use of taking it regularly. So I had to put an
Hmm.
alarm on my phone to remind me to take CBD.
Got it. Got
So
it.
similarly for all other products as well. I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day. Cannabis
Hmm.
in itself is a non it's is not something that you can get addictive to. You can get
Okay.
addicted to coffee and you can get addicted to tea, but you cannot get addicted to cannabis,
Got it. Got it. Hmm.
right? So there is no particular withdrawal if you don't smoke cannabis. The kind of withdrawal that people who feel cannabis withdrawal when they're essentially trying to be drug free is
Hmm.
also it's also because of the additional spiking that has been done in the raw cannabis that you are supposed to get,
Yeah. 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 Correct.
right? So a
100%.
lot normally cannabis does not have a very very strong withdrawal on
Hmm.
your body, because it's, as I told you, the ECS is already a part of your body as well. It's just used to a certain level of cannabinoid. So if it doesn't get it, the body will find other ways to get around it.
Correct. Correct. So, what's the most, bizarre fact you have learned about this industry?
I think bizarre is a very difficult word. This industry in itself is very, it's a new thing every day.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll give you one very interesting instance on what happened in one of our research drives.
Hmm.
So we keep researching on anything and everything that can be made from hemp. Okay, we have this big list going of products that we
Hmm.
would want to experiment with and bring out in hemp formats, right?
Hmm. Correct.
Then one day we were talking, so we already knew that it can be used to make fuel, paper, it can be used to make plastic, it can be used to make anything that you can think of, right? So
Hmm.
on this random hunch, and I just told my partner that yeah, it'll be so cool if you could make hemp leather, and we were like
Okay.
yes, we have hemp leather. We just googled it, and there was hemp leather.
Okay. Matlab,
And
like what all you
think
have
of it, and it is
thought
there.
about with him? Huh?
But exactly. I mean, you think of it, and it can be made from hemp.
So, for example, let's say, can walls of a house be made out of hemp?
Yes, so there is this thing called hempcrete, which is a mixture of hemp sheaves. That is the broken part, the part that is left after you have used the entire plant. There's some
Wow.
husk that is left that is mixed with
Hmm.
lime and it can be used to make sustainable housing. And it is a
Wow.
really good thermal insulator as well. So
So,
you have
so
seen
there's going to be a
things,
huge. Huh, huh.
things like those could probably were originally made from hemp. That they
Hmm.
use that the corn husk or wheat husk in making all of those mud houses now. But
Hmm.
there's if they have to make it a little stronger and a little better, they can use hemp hoods instead. It is
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, it's insane. So, there's a huge market potential if people of India, just be very comfortable in buying hemp products, and
Yes,
if the entire, mindset changes towards this, because let you are able to consume it, you are able to make stuff out of it. Then why the fuck we are not using it in our daily lives now? Like, I feel
exactly.
so bad after you told me that it can cure a lot of nervous diseases, and it can make you calmer as a person. I feel bad that why haven't I been taking it from a while now? Like I mentioned this earlier also. So I think there has to be a huge shift in mindset when it comes to selling this.
That's
But
true. That's
that said, you are doing a great job with this. And but I had one question जो मैंने आपसे पहले वाले कॉल में पूछा था. So you
uh,
don't fulfill your stereotype of coming from Himachal Pradesh and being an SRMite. मतलब
yeah,
कौन
I
सा ऐसा
do.
बंदा है जो SRM में था और वो हिमाचल प्रदेश में रहता है, वो वीड नहीं फूकता है. ये
Uh,
मतलब क्या है? And how? So the reason why I pointed this out is that I wanted to ask you, how did you come up with this, dude? Like, there are a lot of bizarre things which are happening with you on an everyday basis, right? why
that's true.
why would someone who already has entrepreneurial skills, matlab you are always into entrepreneurship from college days, how do you land up into like making products out of hemp? How do you do that?
So see, there are actually a bunch of things that happened which led me to come to this space. One,
Hmm.
hemp is a growing industry in India. So as an entrepreneur, I'm obviously attracted to that space. The other thing
Correct.
is that at a very core level, all I ever wanted to do was make really good products. And then
Hmm.
I had to hop on from one product to other product and then figure out materials in a different place. If I have to make, suppose, let's say if I'm planning to make cushions or something, then I have to
Hmm.
go and find the best cotton that is available. And if I have to make board games, then I have to find a different set of materials altogether. If I have to make
Correct.
clothes, then I have to find something else. If I have to make, let's say, furniture, then I have to find something else. Now
Correct.
hemp is this blanket. Okay,
Hmm.
if I have to make
Yeah.
anything, I think I can make it from hemp.
Correct.
So
Correct.
anything from pet toys to skipping ropes to wall hangers to decoratives to paints to canvases to whatever you can think of, you can make from hemp.
The thought of this makes me hide.
Yeah, it made me high, and I don't even smoke. So and that is not the best part, right? The best part is if you're making if you're making, let's say, fabric from hemp,
Hmm.
then you're
Hmm.
saving about at least three-fourths the amount of water that would have normally been spent on growing cotton for the same
Wow.
quantity.
Wow.
Plus, it
Yeah.
is a stronger fabric as compared to cotton as well, or any other fabric that you use. It's one of the
Hmm. Hmm.
strongest fabrics that exist in the world. Similarly, if you're making paper from
Hmm.
hemp grows in every 4 months. You don't have to cut trees that take 15 years to grow. Timber paper can be
Hmm.
completely obliterated from the face of the planet. Can just adopt hemp and use that to make paper instead. Plus, the paper is relatively more waterproof and sturdier. It won't tear away easily,
Hmm.
and you can
Hmm.
make absolutely any quantity or any thickness of it. Similarly, you
Good.
can make plastic from hemp, and these are different parts of hemp that are being used to make the different products. So it's not like कि एक crop से एक ही चीज बनेगी, एक crop से सब बन जाएगा.
Hmm. Hmm.
You make plastic out of it. तुम सीड्स को निचोड़ के जो तेल बनाते हो उसको थोड़ा सा प्रोसेस करके यू कैन मेक बायोडीजल आउट ऑफ इट. तो कौन
Correct.
कौन सी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है जो तुम्हारी सॉल्व नहीं होती है कैन हेम्प से. So the
Now the
more you
question
thought about
is,
it, the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. And
yeah.
then when I came back to Himachal, I saw कि अच्छा यहाँ पे तो बहुत कुछ already कर रहे हैं लोग.
Yeah.
Like shit, it's been under my nose ever since, and I'm like, how do you not find this?
Correct.
So that
Correct.
kind of drove me into this, say, head over heels in love with the
Him.
possibilities of health.
Like, I think the question needs to be like, even if I was in your place and I would know that initially, I would have done something because it's too fascinating, dude. Like, you know that this has a lot of scope. It's such a broad spectrum. How do you not jump into this being an entrepreneur? And also, when a lot of companies are already doing this. So, like, again, these companies, right? So, I'll give a shout out to some of them which are already on
Right.
your sort of channel. I don't know how many people will watch this podcast. मैं
It's all cool.
shout out वगैरह दे रहा हूँ, but then I'll tell, dude, like Health Horizons, Boyko
हाँ.
Life, Fit Skinology, Conscious Chemist. I like the name, by the way. And Hemis, Hempkari, THCC, THHCC, wow. Explore,
Yeah.
like, dude, like these are all the brands which will not explode. And
Yep.
this is where you actually know that there's a huge problem in like there's a huge influence of government over people's mindset when it comes to hemp consumption.
That's true, man. It's very capitalist in nature. I mean, when we started itsem.in, then I think the first idea that actually fascinated me was that it was really, really good marketing that actually drove cannabis out of our lives. And
Hmm.
it'll be so awesome if it is really, really good marketing that brings that back into our lives as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. By
So
the way, it
that
will
that is
fascinate
that
a lot
is
of college
that
people.
is what I am aiming for,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
like the best person to market hemp.
Yeah, yeah. And dude, see, the thing is that it'll resonate with a lot of college going students who already are growing up consuming weed because they know
Yes,
the parts of weed which will destroy their lives while they smoke it, but then they'll know the good sides of it when they consume it in a different form and then get to know the entire plant. Like it
that's
won't
true.
be only restricted to weed. And once they come out, so it's like beer shampoo.
It is like
If
beer
you have
shampoo.
beer, you would relate to beer shampoo, and even people who do not do that will buy beer shampoo because of the entire stereotype around it ki matlab
That's
alcohol,
true.
like when we are growing up our parents don't say ki alcohol pee lo. So it's that kind of marketing which might as well, you hop on that way when you guys are first to do that. And I can see
Exactly.
you're already like matlab I'm not sure how many. See, the thing is, I was on your website day before yesterday, and I already feel like buying something because there are a bunch of products which will help me as a person. And I have such a wide variety कि अगर मैं scroll down करता हूँ तो there's a bag which I can buy off. And this
Yeah,
is such a cool looking bag, and you have already marketed saying hempy instead of hippie, and you have used those
yeah.
terms in a way that might as well lure people in.
A very, very interesting thing that we did was that, like, when you land up on a website, then a
Hmm.
chota sa pop-up comes up from our messenger section. So that's an
Huh?
actual person who will be talking to you there. So
Huh?
it says how can we help you instead of how can we help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I've seen
So
that. I've seen that. I've seen
that
your
that
one
kind of,
ad where you mentioned hamper ki jagah you mentioned hamper.
yeah. So that is also something really cool. That's like we don't want to call our gift hampers, right? You
Yeah,
call it
yeah,
hampers because it has hemp in it. It is
yeah,
going to
yeah,
be hemp.
yeah. Correct. Dude, this is like your marketing. Like there's a lot which can be churned out of this, and I'm sure a lot of content is being already written on this.
That's true. That's true. I mean, like when we started doing this, it just went crazy viral, man. Like
Yeah,
people just absolutely loved the idea that you could pick up such simple concepts, and it's not
correct.
something that we are trying to mislead people, or it's not smart ass marketing at all. It's just pure good marketing where you take up something and then you build up an entire persona around it.
Yeah,
So
correct.
for our hemp is actually more like a hero of sorts. It's not a villain. It's something that will solve every problem. Your problem, your surroundings problems, things that you cannot afford, Wali problems, and things that are hurting the planet, Wali problems as well. So our vision with ITSEMP is to essentially create a healthier world with cannabis. So when we say a healthier world, we mean healthier people, we mean healthier planet, and we mean
Hmm.
healthier technology as well.
Correct. Correct. Healthier technology. This is
Yep.
interesting.
So देखो ना मतलब so when you say technology, you
Hmm.
just think of electronics, right?
Yeah.
But look at everything that is coming around along with your electronics. तुम्हारे electronics में plastics डल रहे हैं, microchips डल रहे हैं. That most of it is already being done. It is not something that it can do. It
Hmm.
is doing it. It is just not doing it at scale because not a lot of people are interested in it.
Fuck.
It's just scary good, man. It's just scary good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
interestingly, the Vedas also classified hemp as one of the five sacred plants.
I'm sure, dude. Like I've seen. So there's this Agori culture, right? Agori के अलावा भी there are normal, what you call babas जो होते हैं. They
हाँ,
consume it as a relaxation or to meditate. I don't know. It has a huge connection with meditation also somehow.
it does. See, when you take cannabis in smaller quantities, right?
Hmm.
It helps you concentrate. When you take it in higher quantities, it helps you sleep. So if you are
Correct.
feeling that you're distracted, for
Hmm.
example, I'll take an example of CBD. So let's say take 20 mg of CBD, and you'll be able to focus better because it kind of give you that zone where you can actually meditate and focus and work your craft, even if it is regular work that you're doing. It need
Hmm.
not even be anything that is really fancy. It's just everyday work, and you're feeling a little distracted. Take a small amount of CBD, you'll feel better. If you're suffering from insomnia or something like that, or if you're very stressed, take a higher
Without the
dosage
euphoric effects of it. Without
without
the.
the
Uh,
effects of it. So
and
it
like
will not
people
it
say
will
that.
not incapacitate you in any way. It will not be
Hmm.
like, oh, अच्छा अभी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, or oh, you'll just end up laughing all the time. That will not happen.
Hmm.
It'll give you what you need. That's
Got
the
it.
best part about cannabis. So
Like
this
it'll
is,
fit
this is
in.
what I tell a lot of people as well, that they say कि concentration भी एक ही चीज से, पेट भी एक ही चीज से ठीक हो जाएगा, and नींद भी एक ही चीज से आ जाएगी, कैसे? And like cannabis has this interesting effect that it gives your body what it needs. So
Hmm.
it stimulates your endocannabinoid system that is in the body, right? And
Got
that
it.
that kind of stimulates the entire well-being of a person. जहां
Hmm.
पे भी प्रॉब्लम्स है, that becomes a focus area. अगर आपको इन्फ्लेमेशन है, दर्द हो रही है, कहीं सूजन आ गई है, एक्ने हो गए हैं, कुछ हो गया, वहां पे रब कर लो.
Hmm. Dude, might
अगर
as well find out after some time that cannabis से coronavirus भी ठीक होता है and we
I,
are
I,
like.
I just hope not, because then it is like the scary good wala part becomes very very scary.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Correct, correct.
like when I'm telling you, trust me on this, there are people researching on it right now.
Really?
You go search cannabis treats corona and you'll get a bunch of research.
Fuck, wow. Okay, I landed on something. So it says that CBD helps you increase your testosterone levels also. Dude, so like I will find pros and cons of it. Pros में सब कुछ आ जाएगा दुनिया का.
सब
It's
कुछ आ जाएगा भाई
so
दूसरे का.
It'll
But
fit in
well,
so properly.
a lot of it, just be sure that whatever source you're reading it on is credible according to you, because
Yeah,
people write all kinds of bullshit as well. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
that
that's
is a
true.
big part of the awareness that we're trying to build.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, like you should, your content should be looked in terms of entire product piece. So you are not only writing content to increase sales of it,
Like
sales
we
of the
actually
products which are made out of hemp. Huh?
at all. Our content drive is entirely different. We do not use it to drive sales. Our
Yeah,
content
like I
drive
think content is a
practically
product.
create information around products.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dude, like even the influencers and people who promote good habits, sort of those kind of influencers don't promote CBD a lot, don't promote cannabis a lot. And this
Yeah,
is a space where there's a lot of gap, I feel, in India.
true. That's
यार
true.
मतलब लगता है gap है, but then lot of people outside are doing this. India में I think there's not मतलब
Because it's a very confidential thing, so I cannot tell you how many celebrities buy from us. There are
okay.
decent number of them.
Oh wow, wow, wow.
So
Nice,
there are all
nice.
kinds of people who buy products. There are sports persons, there are actors, there are singers, there are people who
Hmm.
are makeup artists, there are people who are in general popular.
Hmm.
There are a lot of people who buy products from us. These are
Huh.
essentially people who are ready to experiment with things, right? That is what
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah,
that is what the world needs right now. A lot more people to
yeah.
be able to experiment with these products. So once these people are comfortable with it, they'll actually promote it to a lot more people.
यार मतलब I think people need to come out and tell people कि this is safe for consumption, and people should write blogs, and there should be some user buzz around this entire thing, because even the users are too scared about writing something about it, right?
So we are actually going to do that really soon. You'll see that on itsem.in. We have an
Why don't you
entire
have a Twitter account?
we have a Twitter account. It's not very active, so it's just two people working right now, and we can't do anything.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
true.
hopefully
But
we'll
मतलब
be
your
able
Twitter
to.
can be crazy. Your
So we,
Twitter can be crazy. I already have so many ideas for this.
we did a bunch of fun things when it came to the entire Ria
Uh,
Chakraborty and CBD controversy. We were very
uh,
very active on Twitter at that point of time.
yeah,
Yeah,
but dude,
but
like
yeah,
you can do a lot.
you can do crazy things with Twitter in its hemp
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
absolutely, especially with the kind of persona that we're trying to build. It's it's really
Hmm,
fun that the kind of possibilities that you can have there.
correct.
So
Yeah,
maybe when we
uh,
that fun influencer bit that we discussed earlier, which you would want to get into, the marketing
yeah.
bit, maybe you can have us as one of the free people that you're helping.
Sure, man. Like I would love to, because I have so many content ideas on this. I can't even tell you. So the tagline says, "Imagine to live in a hemp house and eat hemp cookies." Right?
Yep.
This is the page, right? Fuck. Right. So the things which could be played around with this is right. So one could be ki you basically everything is hemp. So there could be a few characters who their life revolves around hemp, and there can be a character who consumes hemp products on a daily basis, and this is how it affects his body, etc.
Right.
And there can be like pros and cons of it, like obviously the infographic part of it, and there can always be puns which you are making, hemper, or all sort of those things. A lot of it can be done, like informational content ho sakta hai, comedy content ho sakta hai, you can relate to the
When I imagine it temp, I also imagine it working very very closely with people, brands like Zomato and brands like Tinder.
yeah, yeah,
Kind
yeah,
of content they
absolutely, dude.
experiment with, we fit in really really well in that space.
बिल्कुल यार बिल्कुल, like totally, like you can create all sorts of products, right?
Yep,
Zomato can serve all kinds of dishes, so they can play around with all the dishes, they can play around with a lot of culture, you can
exactly.
play around with a lot of stories which people have had in those sessions. So
That's
let's say if someone is a college going guy, and he always is someone who gets frequently high on weed, you can show this guy being from the weed guy to the hemp guy. Like a lot of things can be done in that way.
that's actually a really cool idea.
या या सो यू कैन
I'm
बेसिकली
going
शो
to
हिम
write
कि
that.
वो एक बच्चा था, वो बड़ा हुआ, उसने हेम्प लेना स्टार्ट किया, वो बच्चा था वीट लेता था, बड़ा हुआ हेम्प लेना स्टार्ट किया, ये उसकी बॉडी में हुआ, मतलब यू गेट द मेटा, राइट?
Yep. I'm actually saving it as
या
weed guy to hemp guy. I've written it down. It's a really
Sure,
cool
dude. Like,
concept. Someday,
yeah,
someday we will see it coming out in a score की video or some sort of a.
हम लोग वो भी हम लोग वो भी कर सकते हैं ना, that you just put some characters on it
Uh,
and they just walking around on grass. They pick up a plant. They just smell the bud of it. They get high, but afterwards the mother hemp comes in and she saves the child or something of that sorts.
that's
मतलब
very
lot of experiment.
that's very interesting. So see, yeah,
Yeah,
this is what excites me about hemp, right? So the entire
yeah.
cannabis industry. I mean, you pick up any part of it, and it's so experimental, and so interesting. मार्केटिंग उठा लो, मतलब तुम गाइडलाइन या पॉलिसी उठा लो, तुम सेल्स उठा लो, तुम प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट उठा लो, तुम कुछ भी, मतलब यू पिक अप एनीथिंग एंड it's there's a plethora of exploration that needs to be done.
Yeah, dude, I think you need to scale up. Like, you have a lot to do. You have a lot to do in this. In terms of content, is a very small part of it.
Yeah,
But in getting to stores, getting it online, fast delivery, etc., a lot of things can be done around this.
that's
A lot
true.
of other brands coming in.
Hope,
So
hopefully we'll be able to do that really, really soon. We're actually working around that right now. So our next step is to start scaling up. We've
yeah,
been really good in terms of the business part that we've put together till now. But yeah, we do
correct,
need to take it to the next level now.
correct. I'm too excited looking at you guys grow. Dude, like this space needs to grow, and there needs, like, you have to be a pioneer in this because you have started it way earlier than a lot of people. So yeah. And you told me that your vision is to be Amazon in hemp industry. So I
See,
just wish
that's part of what I would want. See, the ideal idea outlook for Itsemp is essentially to be a lifestyle solution to enable cannabis based lifestyles.
Mm,
Right. So we do not look
correct.
at cannabis as just a commodity product, right? It's more of a lifestyle change. You slowly, you can replace everything that you have with something that is made from hemp.
Yeah,
You know? So
correct.
that is the idea at the end of the day. If we can facilitate that for like our aim is a billion people, but yeah, that's very optimistic.
Dude, like if people start to see the benefits of it, I think word of mouth in a good way would be self-promotory. I just think that it does not, lead to conversations which go in a different direction. But I think like people in this generation are quite understanding about the entire
I mean,
phenomena and
why
people
do
are
you
ready to
think
listen.
I kind of tell people that I sell bhang for a living? It's a really good conversation. I did
Say
it
yeah.
on my TED talk as well. I'm like, just trust me, when you see those faces, cannot imagine anything that's more fun than to have that conversation starting from that line.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Correct. Dude, like all the best for this, and I hope that this scales up really fast. And I'm too optimistic about this because I think that you are at a place where like you are at the correct place, and there is a huge wave coming from behind, and this will carry you guys forward. And the thing is that you are too interested about this because you do a lot of research, and I think you are the one who is writing content around this, right?
That's
So
actually my partner, Apurva.
yeah, so like you guys are
Writing
doing
part
great.
she does, but research we both have to do because at the end of the day, if we do not know the things that we are going to sell, then we do not have
Mm,
the trust to sell it. So we actually do a lot of research. I mean,
mm,
whatever is available online for hemp, whatever I could find through my connections, whoever I have reached out to a bunch of doctors, researchers, everyone in the space, all around the world,
mm.
not just India. So it's a very, very big
Correct.
informational, so we are essentially informational black holes. We just keep getting more and more and more and more. And it's like nothing is ever going to be enough around this space. So you just keep sending in information.
Yeah, yeah. And so you mentioned in the last call, like we were on this call before the podcast, and you told me ki there's going Pakistan has made it.
Yep.
Pakistan has regulated it,
5
and in
years
a good
ago.
way, and they started consuming it.
They've not started consuming it. The government has legalized the industrial use of cannabis. And for the next
Mm-hmm.
3 years, the government will be exclusively growing cannabis. They
Yeah,
potentially they plan to earn $1 billion in those 3 years, though. So that's a
yeah,
very, very
yeah.
big boost to the economy. $1 billion.
We are missing out on a lot. We are missing out on GDP also.
Yep. Minus 23% right now. If you make hemp mainstream, it will be plus 34%. If you do it today, then in a year it can be there.
You can start supplying also, like to the places who have already started regulating it. But I think there's going to be a lot of demand in India itself if people
India's
are.
demand is India is a demand sink, man. I mean, you bring in any product in India, it'll get sold. There is demand for everything here in India.
Correct. That's true. Dude, like it was great talking to you, and I really wish that we can do some campaigns around this. I'll be really happy to
For
help you with
sure,
the kind of
for
content
sure,
which I'm talking about.
for
And
sure.
let's do a call where we discuss ideas on this. I'll also mark some of the ideas which I
That'll be
have.
fun. So
And
actually, I am actually planning some sort of a communications oriented workshop coming most likely by the end of this month with
hmm.
another company from Bangalore called First Main. They're really good friends of mine.
Huh?
So we might be doing a lot of brainstorming online together. So maybe you
Oh,
can join
nice.
in there as well. It'll be fun.
Sure. I love to. I love to join in. We
Perfect.
can create some storyboards, etc., and we can create some content ideas which you can ultimately build upon. And I
Yep.
would love to do that because I totally love what you're doing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Any last thoughts? Like, do you want to drop anything at the end of it? I'll definitely mention all your handles in my description box. I don't know if that helps you or not, but
It
then I'll do it.
every small step does, man. It's a like I think everything helps us right now. Every single
Yeah.
supporter matters. Everyone who's an advocate for us matters. So everyone matters.
Yeah. Dude, like any last thoughts you have for
Yep.
this particular podcast, for the users, for the listeners who are consuming this content? Do you have anything to say? Do you want to promote by
Yeah,
saying
I have to say something very, very
yeah,
important.
yeah.
Please buy from It's Hemp. It's hemp.in. ITSHEMP.IN.
Or it will just hamper your growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. On
Also,
that note, and I will also, end this podcast with that Srijan Bhang Bechta hai. I'll
yes.
just end it with this because this line is, something which needs to pop up in people's heads
Yep.
when they go to
I'm,
its hemp.
I'm hoping someday it becomes a meme and I get like insanely popular.
You can be that cool CEO, right? Like who has hemp everywhere on the cover profile of Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. And
That's
ye
not a
bacha.
cool person. That's more of a shady person.
No, like this can be a very cool marketing hack, right? Like, so what you can do is you can put the cover photo as ye bacha bhang bechta hai, and then a blue arrow pointing or a green arrow pointing towards your DP,
That sounds
and you're
cool.
just
That I can do.
you smile with an animated face or something. Yeah,
Uh, that I'll do.
yeah.
I'll probably make a post of myself saying Srijan Bhang Bechta hai.
Dude, like just do it. No, just do
Just a
it.
fun memeable post and I'll be like just tag all Srijans you know.
Yeah. Do it on the chatbot. Like, why don't you do it on the chatbot? Hum bhang bechte hain. Can we help you with something? How can we help you today? Like something like that.
That can be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yup. Chalo. I think we'll keep continuing this in this fashion because again this is a
Yeah.
never ending topic here.
100%. Dude, like I would love to be on that particular call where you discuss ideas for this,
Perfect.
and like
Just
in
go
general also.
go follow us on Instagram. Most likely we'll launch it on Instagram itself.
Yeah, I followed you on Twitter already, and
Perfect.
I'll do that on. Like I'll mention your handles again. Like I'm
That'll be
just
great. Mention the website as well. It gives us good backlinks. If you have a website, just put a link on that as well.
100%, dude.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for being a part of this, man.